Welcome to our presentation on the third grade reading guarantee, focusing on how to create a reading improvement and monitoring plan for grades 4 through 9. Today, we'll be discussing the key components of a reading improvement and monitoring plan, commonly known as a RIMP, who needs a RIMP in grades 4 through 9, intervention requirements, as well as a walkthrough of how to create a RIMP for students in grades 4 through 9. Before we get started, my name is Yvonne Wooten, and I'm the program specialist for the third grade reading guarantee. With me today is Megan Crook, K-5 literacy specialist. We are both from the Office of Literacy Achievement here at the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce. So what exactly is a reading improvement monitoring plan, also known as a RIMP? It's a document that teachers, specialists, and parents work on together. It highlights the students' reading difficulties and details the support the school will provide. The RIMP also helps parents and teachers make better instructional decisions by understanding and using the students' data. So now let's identify which students in fourth grade require a reading improvement and monitoring plan. Any student, including those with disabilities, who is promoted to fourth grade will require a RIMP if any of the following apply. The student had a RIMP in third grade and did not score proficient, which is 700 or higher on Ohio State tests for grade 3 English Language Arts, or if they did not meet the promotion score, which again is 700 on Ohio State tests for grade 3 English Language Arts, and was promoted to fourth grade through the parent request exemption. Once a student qualifies for a RIMP in fourth grade, the RIMP continues each year through grade 12 until the student scores proficient, which again is 700 or higher, on Ohio State tests for English Language Arts. It's also important to note that schools can elect to create RIMPs for on-track students if there's evidence that additional reading support is needed. RIMPs must include several key components: identification of the student's area of reading difficulty, a description of instruction targeting this difficulty, opportunities for family involvement, progress monitoring, a statement about the third grade reading guarantee promotion criteria, alignment with the science of reading, and high dosage tutoring. All students with a RIMP, including those with disabilities, must receive interventions within a functioning, integrated, multi-tiered system of supports. These interventions should directly address their identified reading deficiencies. Students must also receive high dosage tutoring, which is defined as 3 days per week, or a total of 50 hours over 36 weeks. Students who are or were retained in third grade and those promoted to fourth grade through the parent exemption must receive at least 90 minutes of daily reading instruction. This can include core ELA instruction, intervention, or other supplemental instruction like tutoring, extended school days, weeks, or year, and summer reading camps. These 90 minutes must be provided throughout the student's academic career until they are reading on grade level. Districts and schools are required to use evidence-based reading intervention programs from the department's approved list of high-quality instructional materials. These lists include reading intervention programs for students from pre-kindergarten to grade 12 and can be found on the department's website. Next, Megan is going to take us through how to create a RIMP.
Thanks, Yvonne. Ohio's third grade reading guarantee RIMP template can be found on the department's website. Follow me as I break down Ohio's RIMP template and walk you through how to complete the form and use it as I monitor a student's progress while receiving the intervention. Let's begin by taking a look at fifth grader Kim. Based on her OST ELA score, she qualifies for a reading improvement and monitoring plan, otherwise known as a RIMP. The first section of the RIMP template is designed for general information, which is highlighted in red. Here you'll fill in details about the district, school, teacher, principal, and the student. For this example, I have completed the section with Kim's information. Under the section Assessments, I entered Kim's most recent OST ELA score. Kim had a scaled score of 677, below the 700 proficiency score, qualifying her to remain on a RIMP. Because the OST provides only limited information about Kim's strengths and areas of need, I administered a diagnostic assessment for further insight. Following the district's decision rules, I selected Acadian's Reading K6 and recorded Kim's results in the designated space. First, I entered her oral reading fluency, ORF, of 78 words correct per minute, which falls below the proficiency benchmark of 119. Next, I documented her ORF accuracy score of 89%, identifying another area of need compared to the 98 benchmark. Finally, I recorded her Maze score of 13, which is below the proficiency score of 19. At this time, Kim was not administered a dyslexia screening assessment, so therefore I checked the not applicable box. Following the school's decision rules, the multidisciplinary team recommends that Kim receive small group instruction using an intervention program that matches her specific needs of advanced morphology and fluency. This instruction will focus on building Kim's oral reading fluency by focusing on phonics patterns to help make Kim a more accurate reader and build her fluency. Because the program has a placement test, Kim will be placed into the program that closest meets her needs. If your intervention program does not include a placement test, it is recommended to administer a diagnostic assessment to help drill down and determine the student's specific skill needs. In the next section of the RIMP template titled Services and Supports, and based on Kim's data, I have selected Advanced Decoding, Multisyllabic Word Reading, and Morphology, as well as Reading Fluency as skills we will focus on. Kim will continue receiving differentiated Tier 1 instruction, as well as she will receive Tier 2 small group instruction. All instruction that Kim will receive is aligned with the science of reading. Under the section Instructional Supports, I was able to click the boxes for explicit instruction in fluency and explicit intervention in advanced word study, indicating that Kim will receive intervention support 3 times a week for 30 minutes in both explicit fluency and advanced word study. Next, the template prompts me to identify which program will be used during intervention time. I have outlined the intervention plan recommended for Kim based on her screening results. Kim will receive targeted advanced word study and fluency support through the SIPS program, which is included on Ohio's approved list of evidence-based intervention programs. The reading specialist will begin by administering the SIPS placement test to determine her instructional level. Kim will then be placed in a small group with her peers demonstrating similar skill gaps, ensuring the intervention is both appropriate and focused. Please note that the RIMP template includes a linked appendix designed to help monitor students' progress. We will review and explore this appendix shortly. Additionally, Kim's progress will be monitored with both the SIPS mastery checks, which occur every 5 to 10 lessons, as well as Acadian's Reading K6, which will occur bi-weekly. In addition to the small group instruction, Kim will also receive high dosage tutoring from the reading teacher. Therefore, I have checked the locally approved opportunities on the RIMP template. Since Kim is in 5th grade, please note, under Ohio law, the RIMP will continue until she is reading at grade level. The next section allows parents to acknowledge that Kim's teacher has provided information regarding her status as not on track for reading at grade level, a description of current services that Kim will be provided, a description of the school's plan for services and supports to help Kim, that high dosage tutoring is available, as well as Kim's OST ELA score, reading diagnostic results, and grade level expectations, and that the district will continue providing a RIMP to Kim until she is reading at grade level. Additional space is provided for any parent or guardian questions or concerns to be noted. Finally, there is a space provided for signatures of everyone that was involved in the RIMP, acknowledging that the intervention plan has been reviewed and agreed upon. Additionally, there is space provided to document attempts that the district or school has made to contact the parent or guardian in case they are unable to schedule a time to come in and to discuss the plan. Once an intervention has begun, it's important to monitor progress to ensure adequate progress is being made. Next, let's take a look at Ohio's template for monitoring RIMP progress with the document Appendix, Instructional Focus, Evidence-Based Strategies, and Progress Monitoring. A copy of the template can be found on the department's website as well as linked in Ohio's RIMP template. Ohio's monitoring template includes a variety of sections aligned to key areas of instructional focus. For this example, I've selected the phonics and reading fluency section to track and monitor Kim's progress as she receives explicit intervention in advanced word study and reading fluency. I begin by entering general information such as the teacher providing the intervention, the setting, frequency, duration, the approved intervention program being used, the rationale for selecting the program, and the program monitoring tools, including how often they will be administered. Next, I recorded the dates Kim received intervention, which should be updated regularly. Additionally, the template provides space to document observations and progress monitoring data. This information should be reviewed by the reading teacher, Kim's homeroom teacher, the school's multidisciplinary team, and used to update the family to ensure she is making adequate progress and to determine whether any adjustments to the intervention are needed. The purpose and requirements of a RIMP are designed to align with the key components of an integrated multi-tiered system of supports. This alignment ensures that the RIMP are not a standalone document, but part of a larger coordinated approach to student support. An integrated multi-tiered system of supports framework addresses both academic and non-academic needs, making it possible to deliver effective instruction to all students. This structure allows us to provide targeted intervention within a system that meets the needs of every student. In an integrated multi-tiered system of supports framework, we focus on two key components: student learning and adult implementation. For student learning, the key components for improving student outcomes include universal screening, database decision-making, continuum of supports, progress monitoring, and team-based problem solving. On the adult implementation side, the components for supporting adult implementation include shared leadership, professional capacity, and communication and collaboration. Together, these components ensure a framework for student support and a system that strengthens adult practice to improve student outcomes for all learners.
Thank you, Megan. The department has developed a series of RIMP intervention videos designed to support educators in delivering targeted interventions. These videos are available on the Third Grade Reading Guarantee webpage and are valuable resources for enhancing your instructional practices and supporting student success. Finally, we'd like to say thank you for your attention and commitment to improving literacy outcomes for students. We hope you found this presentation informative and helpful. If you have any questions or need further assistance, please feel free to reach out to the Third Grade Reading Guarantee at thirdgradeguarantee@education.ohio.gov or Read Ohio at education.ohio.gov.